A very good evening to everyone, and thank you for watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman. The headlines. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has laid the foundation stone for Oman through Ages Museum in the Wilaya of Manah of the Governorate of Ad-Dakhiliya. His Majesty the Sultan issues a royal pardon to a number of inmates convicted for different cases. With the advent of the blessed Eid al-Fitr, His Majesty the Sultan receives more cables of greetings. And the Sultanate blesses the historic deal between Iran and World Six Powers on Iran nuclear program. Good evening once again, and thank you for joining us. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has laid the foundation stone for Oman through Ages Museum during an event held for the occasion at the project site in the Wilaya of Manah of the Governorate of Ad-Dakhiliya. His Majesty was welcomed by the main committee members of the museum project and looked at the designs, pictures and models of the project. Then, His Majesty laid the foundation stone. The event was attended by a number of Their Excellencies, the ministers and military commanders. The idea of the project has taken shape stemming from the wise vision of His Majesty to create a museum that highlights the history of Oman throughout ages in both sound and picture, and will define historical epochs witnessed by the Sultanate arriving to modern Renaissance era. The museum will represent Oman's divine nature and its abundant geographic diversity in an interactive way using modern narrative descriptions techniques. The main goals of the museum are summed up hereafter: to evoke the past, to feel the present, and to anticipate the future, to acquaint Oman youth with achievements, growth, developments, and success gradually occur during the blessed Renaissance era, bearing in mind the clinching towards their rich history across ages, to create a new experience and an ingenuous atmosphere that helps to find knowledge with a full interaction between visitors and narrative description, to provide a proper atmosphere for research and museum study, to organize programs and regular and variable events with new creative and comprehensive ways. It will embody main historical epochs of the Omani history since late Stone Age, Bronze Age, Islamic era, Ya'rabi dynasty, and Al-Busaidi state arriving to the blessed Renaissance era. Oman Through Ages Museum will be at the completion an Omani national treasure dating deep back in the history and an interactive sources of knowledge as well as continuous landmarks of the pride for the Omanis. The museum will constitute a historical unforgettable trip through the past that was walked through by the Sultanate under the leadership of His Majesty the Sultan towards glorious present and bright future. More details in the following report.
Since the dawn of Oman's blessed renaissance more than 4 decades ago, the wheel of progress has turned swiftly and surely, driving this land and its people into a better, brighter future. The visionary Oman Museum across ages will become a national treasure, a deep well of history, a living source of knowledge, an enduring celebration of what it is to be Omani. This iconic building will be a breathtaking acknowledgement of the journey we've traveled since His Majesty led this nation from its challenging past into the glorious present, preserving Omani and Islamic identity while embracing the rapidly changing world of the 21st century. The museum will capture the hearts and minds of Omanis and delight foreign visitors with fascinating and informative stories of our achievements, from long ago to here and now to the years ahead. Above all, it will inspire and educate young Omanis, instilling in them a sense of belonging and pride in their country and its accomplishments, and engaging them in its future. The Oman Museum Across Ages is bred from the very earth of Oman. It will look completely at one with its setting. The site's physical characteristics, colors and textures all inform the design, entwining architecture and landscapes seamlessly. The entire design concept is built on a simple but compelling central idea: the bringing together of Oman's beautiful natural environment and its extraordinary human achievement. The design works with the site in a gentle and respectful way, so that nothing is taken, everything is kept, creating a museum that belongs to and contributes to the natural landscape. Like a precious stone with many faces, the design is best viewed from different angles at different times during the sun's transit across the sky. First light reveals the stark beauty of the majestic Al-Hajar Mountains. Their jagged, pointed forms have inspired a sculptured composition that rises out of the ground as surely, as confidently, and as harmoniously as the mountains themselves. Triangulated earthen plates fold up and over the building from the east, forming a new ridgeline that embodies and reflects the splendor of the mountains. The observer's eye is drawn inexorably to the northern extremity of the museum, the glistening sun crystal, which houses the magnificent space of the Renaissance Hall, reflecting the golden hues of the awakening landscape. At noon, with the sun directly overhead, the expansive desert parasol, the museum's point of welcome, provides a shaded, cool space enclosed by earthen walls and floor. Filtered light through the parasol canopy connects earth and sky within this arrival court. To the north, reflections of the sky and the sun crystal dance over the shimmering surface of the reflection pool. At dusk, the entire museum site becomes a giant and abstracted map of Oman, with gridded lights moving outwards from the building into the landscape. Within the great colonnade, the huge sunroof opens, and people gaze in wonder at an infinite sky ablaze with stars as they reflect on the extraordinary achievements of Oman and its people. The museum's logically connected journeys from Oman's prehistory to our modern era will ensure that every visitor can connect on multiple levels with the rich stories of our land. The visitor is led and drawn through an array of spaces that progress from the raw beauty of the soil and rocks to spaces of increasing volume, refinement and lightness. It is a carefully orchestrated composition of spatial sequencing that heightens the senses, catches the eye, delights the imagination, and stirs feelings of joy and wonder. The museum is designed to create a unique journey, taking the visitor through a place of memories and celebration to create a set of experiences like no other. The museum experience is a sequential journey through the building. The visitor arrives at the entry court under the shade of the cooling desert parasol. From the entrance, visitors walk through the Oasis Court, past the library and auditorium, along the great colonnade, up into the main gallery spaces to crescendo in the glorious space of the Renaissance Gallery. From the majesty of the Renaissance Gallery, the visitor passes the future exhibition display. Long-term strategic projects and plans are celebrated together with acknowledgement of the rich foundations of the past to inform a bright, opportunistic future. As striking as one of the world's natural wonders, the museum is a dramatic and inspiring place that harmonizes the awe and might of the landscape with the stories of human enlightenment and achievement that will be revealed within. Built on a scale that complements the landscape to which it belongs, the visionary Oman Museum across ages will be a potent and enduring sculptural hallmark, as vast, as impressive, as inspiring of the story of Oman itself. In the hall, a stunning vista opens up to the north, framing the mountains in the distance. The space invites the journey onwards into the great colonnade, which takes the visitor to each of the galleries. People who do not know or are too young to remember how our country has developed since the Renaissance have a right to see for themselves the road we have traveled, and to experience in many engaging and interactive ways our exciting journey of progress under His Majesty's guiding hand. Gathered around the main entry area is the village oasis, a collection of spaces humming with activity day and night, which imbue the museum with life beyond just formal visits to the galleries. In the great colonnade, natural light frames extended panoramas of the mountains. The primary circulation spine increases in volume and scale from south to north, heightening the sense of drama as the visitor progresses through the exhibitions from ancient times to recent history to the Blessed Renaissance. The museum's physical form provides a symbolic narrative of the stories being told within. The experience of the spaces progresses from raw natural finishes to polished crafted surfaces of great beauty and sophistication. The very substance of the museum creates a sense of progress and movement towards a richer, more refined, more inspiring experience as the visitor travels through history towards the Renaissance dawn. At last, the experience of the Renaissance is unveiled, passing through the pillars into the rising volume of the sun crystal. The visitor is awed by the majesty and drama of the space, captivated by the sun portal as its beam of sunlight moves across the time chart, and transfixed by glorious views through a huge picture window looking across the reflection pool to the mountains beyond. In the Renaissance Hall, the central idea of bringing together nature and human achievement is powerfully and tangibly expressed. Its crystalline form beckons visitors to step from the ordinary world across a threshold into another place in time and space, to immerse themselves completely in a sensory experience that takes them on an unforgettable journey through the history of Oman.
That was a special report, Oman Through Ages Museum. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, the Supreme Commander, has issued a royal pardon to a number of inmates convicted for different cases, and official sources from the Royal Oman Police mentioned that the number of inmates who were covered under the royal pardon reached 233, including 77 foreign inmates. His Majesty, the Supreme Commander's royal pardon coincides with the blessed Eid al-Fitr 1436 Hijrah and the glorious July 23rd blessed Renaissance Day 2015, as well as in consideration of families of the inmates. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has exchanged greetings and best wishes on the occasion of Eid al-Fitr yesterday evening by the telephone calls with custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman bin Abdul Aziz Al Saud of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, His Highness Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, Emir of the State of Qatar, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi and Deputy Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces of the United Arab Emirates. His Majesty expressed sincere greetings and best wishes for them of good health, happiness and long life, requesting Allah the Almighty to renew this blessed occasion on them and people of their countries as they achieve further aspirations towards progress and prosperity, and for all Muslims with good welfare, omen and blessings. The custodian of the two holy mosques and their Highnesses expressed their utmost greetings and best wishes to His Majesty on this occasion, requesting the Almighty to bestow health, happiness and long life on His Majesty, and to renew this occasion on His Majesty with His wise leadership, achieve further aspirations of the Omani people of progress and prosperity, and on the Arab and Islamic nations with welfare and blessings. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has received a cabal of greetings from His Excellency Dr. Yahya bin Mahfouz al-Mandari, Chairman of the State Council, on the occasion of Eid al-Fitr. In his cabal, the Chairman of the State Council said, on behalf of himself and the honorable members of the State Council and employees, to express their heartfelt greetings on the occasion of Eid al-Fitr, which comes as a gift from Allah for fasting people and worshipper in Ramadan. Ramadan is the month of human initiatives, as all fasting people are competing to do good and bring smile to the poor and the needy. It is the month for promoting integration and bringing happiness to the hearts. This month also enhances the social integration among members of the society. The beauty of belief in Allah purifies our hearts and helps us in building a cohesive and secure society. The Chairman of the State Council appealed to Allah the Almighty to grant His Majesty health and well-being and accept the fasting and prayers in the cabal. He requested Allah the Almighty to maintain continued security, stability and welfare for Oman under His Majesty's glorious reign, and also requested to Allah for the return of this occasion on all Arabs and Muslims with welfare and unity. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has received a cabal of greetings from His Excellency Khalid bin Hilal al-Ma'wali, Chairman of the Shura Council, on the occasion of Eid al-Fitr. In his cabal, the Chairman said on behalf of himself, Shura Council members and employees, that it gives them pleasure to express their heartfelt greetings on this great occasion, coupled with loyalty and gratitude for the welfare His Majesty brought to the loyal citizens who were praying to Allah this month long, as it was the case in other days of the year, to grant His Majesty good health, welfare and support His Majesty to achieve more progress and prosperity. They also expressed their sincere loyalty and appreciation to their beloved leader who ruled with justice and promised and delivered. In his cabal, he said, "The people have been very cheerful during this great month, as they have been looking forward to the mercy of Allah after completing the fasting and worship in Ramadan, while bidding farewell to the holy month of Ramadan and looking forward to the reward of Allah at Eid al-Fitr." The Shura Council Chairman, members and employees pray to Allah to bless His Majesty and make Oman, under His Majesty's wise leadership, a safe haven, an oasis of peace and a symbol of progress and prosperity. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has received a couple of greetings from His Excellency Sayyid Badr bin Saud bin Harb al Busaidi, Minister responsible for Defense Affairs, on the occasion of the blessed Eid al-Fitr. In his cable, the Minister responsible for Defense Affairs said on this happy occasion he is honored to extend his greetings and those of the brave armed forces and all employees at the Ministry of Defense to His Majesty the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces, praying to the Almighty Allah to bestow the blessings of these generous days on His Majesty Oman and its loyal people. The Holy Spirit of Ramadan has inspired the armed forces, their values and meanings of honor, pride and loyalty, and to work with the spirit of national responsibility for the glory of Oman and the pride of its citizens, enlightened by the wise approach of His Majesty. The valiant armed forces and all personnel at the Ministry of Defense renewed their loyalty, allegiance and obedience to His Majesty the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces, praying to Allah the Almighty to grant His Majesty good health, happiness and long life. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has received a cabal of greetings from His Excellency Lieutenant General Hassan bin Mohsen al-Shuraiqi, Inspector General of Police and Customs, on the occasion of the happy Eid al-Fitr. In his cabal, the Inspector General of Police and Customs has said that on the happy occasion of Eid al-Fitr, he, along with the affiliates of the Royal Oman Police, are honored to extend their greetings to His Majesty the Supreme Commander, praying to Almighty Allah for the return of these and similar occasions on His Majesty with good health and happiness, Oman and its people with progress and welfare. While the Royal Oman Police personnel, like all the citizens of Oman celebrating Eid al-Fitr, are joyful to serve their country and citizens, following the wise approach of His Majesty in building and maintaining their achievements, praying to Allah the Almighty to continuously protect His Majesty. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has received a cabal of thanks from His Majesty King Abdullah II Ibn al-Hussein of Jordan in reply to His Majesty's cabal of greetings, the anniversary of his accession to the throne of the kingdom. A statement issued by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs regarding the comprehensive nuclear deal between Iran and the 6 big countries, saying the positive negotiations which had led to concluding a comprehensive deal between the big 6 powers and Iran on its nuclear program, which was announced in the Austrian capital Vienna. The Sultanate, as it blessed this historical deal, it offers sincere greetings to the Islamic Republic of Iran, the United States of America, and the rest of 5+1 countries on the success of the dialogue and diplomatic efforts which proved that it was the best way to resolve issues in various countries of the world. The Sultanate expressed its utmost appreciation for the understanding and responsibility which were pursued by all negotiators during the previous days and years. The Sultanate, as it participates countries and peoples of the world, it welcomes these achievements and hopes it will lead to further security and stability regionally and internationally, and to lay foundation for a new stage of relations among countries of the world prevailed by understanding, cooperation and mutual respect. You're watching the Sultanate of Oman television, and before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has laid the foundation stone for Oman Across Ages Museum in the Wilaya of Manah of the Governorate of Ad-Dakhiliya. His Majesty the Sultan issues a royal pardon to a number of inmates convicted for different cases. With the advent of the blessed Eid al-Fitr, His Majesty the Sultan receives more cables of greetings. And the Sultanate blesses the historic deal between Iran and world six powers on Iran nuclear program. With that, we come to an end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, it's good night.